So welcome to chapter 2 on implied volatility. In the previous chapter, we looked at Netflix and Caterpillar. We saw that the options of Netflix were priced twice that of Caterpillar for the same strike price. We saw that Netflix and Caterpillar were trading approximately at $110. In fact, Caterpillar was at $110 and Netflix was at $109. And we also looked at the same April expiry series, and we also looked at the same strike price, which is the 110 strike price, which was at the money. And we realized that the Netflix options were twice that of Caterpillar, and so we said this must mean that the implied volatility of Netflix must be twice that of Caterpillar, because in the options formula we know all the other variables. We have the price of the option, we have the strike price, and we have the price of the underlying asset, and the time to expiry, and then the implied volatility. Out of all of these, the only unknown is the implied volatility. And therefore, if Netflix options were priced twice that of Caterpillar, this must mean that Netflix is twice as volatile as Caterpillar. And so that's what we're going to see. We're going to start this chapter with that topic. We'll pick it up from where we left off in chapter 1. So here we are looking at the Caterpillar option series. So we see that we have quite a few series here. We have April, May, June, August, November, and so on and so forth. So far we focused on the left side of this option chain. But now we have to look at the right hand side of this chain. So what we see here are numbers. We see some percentages, and then in brackets we see some plus or minus numbers. So I'm going to explain what these numbers are. The percentage number is the average volatility of all the options in that series. So for example, let me show you. Let's take the June option series, and I'm going to put Caterpillar doesn't have that many options in June. Let's go to May. It's got many more. And what I'm going to do is put one of my columns to implied volatility. We have Caterpillar here, and let me change this to 30 strikes. So we have Caterpillar, and what we can see is the implied volatility of the Caterpillar options in the May series. So now what it does is you can see that on the call side we have implied volatility of the at the money options at around 34.6, and then on the put side we have an average of about 33 to 36%, and then on the call side we have 32 to 34%. What the platform does for you is it averages out all the individual option implied volatility. So now bear in mind, these calculations are got from the Black-Scholes formula itself, because we know the price of the option, we know the time to expiry, we know the strike price, and we know what the underlying asset is trading at. So the only thing that's left is the implied volatility. So the platform automatically backs this calculation out from the price of the option. So that's how